Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm back. I finally finished my game room. I have a new game room. I finally put up the last pieces of toys and games and books and hung TVs and whatnot. So I'm going to give you a quick little tour of my new game room, and we'll take it from there. So first off, right here, I got my 42-inch old school LG TV. I use this for my, I guess, HDMI, older HDMI video game systems like PS3. Got my Wii U in there. Need to hook up my other systems to it, but it has a really good picture. Got my cable box there. So really happy to have that in there this time around. Next up, I have my big behemoth. I believe it's a 36-inch Philips Magnavox tube TV. This thing is a beast. Has an amazing picture. I've had it for over, 20 years now, going on. Paid a pretty good amount of money on it when it first came out. Has a great picture, obviously. Use it for classic games. Got my GameCube up here, my Atari 2600, and my old school NES Classic Edition, which is the real deal there. Down here I got my Dreamcast, Super Nintendo, my Sega Saturn, my 3DO, my Sega Genesis version 2, and my Sega CD version 2. All work really great on this TV, and I really just can't get rid of it. I love it so much. It's always going to, I'm always going to be carrying it around with me everywhere I go. I just love it. I can't get rid of it. Here I got my couch. It's a brand new couch I got. Excuse me, it's a folds out into a bed, so I crash out here on weekends when I game to not disturb my wife. Very comfortable, really like it. Next up here, I have my Amiibo collection. Not the biggest. I only collect the Super Smash Bros. Amiibos, nothing else. Pretty close to completing it, but I know they're coming out with more, so I gotta get on there and order the rest that I need, along with the new ones. Got Dr. Mario there with Samus. Up here I got Nibbler. Down here I got a couple of boxed collector's editions. I got the Phantom Pain and the Metal Gear Rising Tesla lamp, which I really love. Down here got some toys. I got the only pop that I own is Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead. He's my god. He's an awesome musician and really love Motorhead. So I decided to pick him up. And behind him, I got a random robot figure here, and I also have a boxed Injustice light-up arcade stick, which I got a couple of years ago. Down here, you just got video game magazines and books, records, guidebooks, everything having to do with games. Down here, this little shelf here, I got some Robotech action figures, my Macross Veritech, my old Robbie Jr. Radio Shack robot I got as a kid, some Transformers. Up here I got more Transformer stuff. I got Megatron and Shockwave. No, that's Soundwave. I'm sorry, Soundwave. I wish I had Shockwave. Soundwave along with Optimus Prime down there. Got Freddy Krueger guarding everything else up here, as well as my Devilman figures, which are one of my which is one of my favorite animes ever. Just hands down. I've always been a big fan. Here I got my got a Spider-Man little frame, along with an Incredible Hulk as well. Up here I got some Movie Maniacs, Pumpkinhead, Bloody Texas Chainsaw, Leatherface, Freddy Krueger, and Marv from Sin City. Down here I got Bub from Day of the Dead, Family Guy, Death, who's awesome. One of the Gale, if you guys are familiar with Trigun, it's one of my favorites. The 10th, I got a Speranza and the 10th right here. Need to collect the rest of the figures there, but really hard to find now. Robotechs, have those here as well. Love them. One of my also another one of my favorites. Just a great show. Loved it as a kid, and just can't stop collecting for it. Metal Gear Solid, the McFarlane action figures. This game is one of my favorite games of all time. Always play it and have a full set. I think I'm missing two of the figures, or 2 or 3 figures to collect the set. This came back when the game came out. When the game came out back, I believe in '96 or '97. Here I got Thor. A little framework for that. Here's my little pathetic Star Wars shrine. Don't have much. I used to have a lot more. Sold it all. Then, of course, being the idiot that I am and the fanboy I am, started rebuying them. Did my Darth Vader mask. I dressed up for Halloween a few years ago. Kylo Ren, Kmart exclusive. I got that at Kmart when it was closing down. I got it for like $3. My giant Darth Vader, who is wearing my Star Wars Force Awakens badge that had the marathon event a few years back. It was awesome. Really loved that. Got a few of the Black Series figures. Not a big collection, like I said. Nothing too special. Got the Darth Vader Emperor's Wrath, which I got at Walgreens, which was kind of hard to find at the time. Next, got my giant Bart Simpson plush, along with Krusty the Clown, the actual evil and good Switch Krusty the Clown. Got that a few years ago. He's drinking a Buzz Cola. Down here, just got a bunch of DVDs and whatnot. Music is very important to me. Love music. Down here is nothing but Blu-rays and DVDs stacked and piled. Next up here, I got a couple of Street Fighter figures. I got Chun-Li and Ryu, along with some Jinro action down there. Up here, I got my Neo Geo AEX boxed. That's my holy grail. And my NES control deck complete. Down here, I got my Virtual Boy, Tiger handheld Bo Jackson baseball football, little Tiger handheld gift that I got as a kid. My broken, busted Lynx that I got for Christmas when I was a kid, because my dad couldn't find this bad boy, which is the Game Gear, which is also one of my childhood favorites and just an awesome handheld. Down here, I got some tons of games in no particular order. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Neo Geo AES games: Fatal Fury, Super Spy, Samurai Spirits 2, Magician Lord, and I believe this is World Heroes, I believe. Yeah. Art of Fighting, my bad. That is Art of Fighting, not World Heroes. I need to get World Heroes. Okay, Sonic CD, Dragon's Quest, Sliphead, Night Trap rounds it up there for the Sega CD, along with, what else is this? Oh, I forgot about this. This is Final Fight CD. Really, really good. I just picked that up, I believe, a few months ago. It's loose, though. For the Sega Saturn, I only got a few titles there. I got Alien Trilogy D and the crappy Aerosmith game. Don't ask me why I have that. Got Astro Boy guarding everything in between here. Also got some boxed Atari 2600 games and some loose carts back there, and also some Genesis games. And there he is, the one and only Kurt Van Houten, Mr. Can I Borrow a Feeling, just guarding out this shelf. All right, down here I got some PlayStation 3 games, the Max, some PS4 games there as well, and the Turtles there guarding everything as well. Got a couple of boxed Dead Rising 2 collector's editions. What is that? Dead Space 2 and Bioshock Infinite, as well as one of my favorites of all time, Zone of the Enders. This was the actual HD collection, ported over. Really cool game. Down here I got some PlayStation 2, original Xbox games, GameCube, Wii U games, then Mr. Professor, Doctor, whatever you want to call him, Stephen Hawking guarding everything else from The Simpsons. Down here I got some NES, SNES games, some box stuff as well, and rounding out everything here else in the bottom is just a hodgepodge of things. I got Dreamcast games, PlayStation 1 games, 3DO games, Sega Saturn games that are loose, and whatever else you can think of. Some loose carts in there, some Genesis carts as well. And that's about it, guys. Nothing else to show here. It's a small little room, nothing too big. Oh, I forgot to mention one last thing. I was very, very fortunate to pick this up. I Picked this up on Monday. Very lucky to have it. Yes, it's what everyone's been talking about. Classic NES with the wired controller and extension controller. Really, really happy I got it. I've been wanting it since it came out in November. It actually came out on the day of my anniversary. And, the night before I thought to myself, am I going to really camp out for pretty much a plug and play? And, I really didn't think it was going to be that popular, but everyone knows that it was. And the rest is history, as they say. Really happy to pick it up. I picked it up at Best Buy. I'll do an unboxing later on. I am going to keep it. I am going to open it. I am going to play it. I won't mod it because I'm kind of iffy on emulators. I don't emulate. I collect all the systems and the official software for them. I might just put NES games on there. I'm not too sure. I heard it's not that difficult to do that. Which leads me into my next video, guys. I'll be posting a video. I'll be posting a video, another video here pretty soon. And thank you guys so much for watching. The next video is going to have to deal with obtaining those hard to find collectibles, obtaining those very hard to find items like the NES Classic behind me. Guys, please do not buy them on eBay. Please try not to buy them on OfferUp, Craigslist, or Let It Go. These guys, these scalpers, mark up their prices 200, maybe even 300% off of retail. They go, they camp out, and they buy them, and then they sell them to you for an outrageous amount of money. And the next video I'm going to post, I'm going to give you guys some hints, some tips, very simple tips that I'm going to share with you. If you really, really, really want that hard-to-find item that is impossible to find, that's always sold out, and that is going for hundreds of dollars online, when you really don't have to pay that. If you have the time, just maybe 10-15 minutes you have to basically spend, and your shots of success in acquiring these items will skyrocket. You just need to be you need to be smart about it. And I'll share that. I'll share some tips in this next video. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, game on.